I am freaking out right now, guys. This is gonna be so cool. Free League announced today that Arcand, City of Waves and Flames, as well as, and possibly more important to me, the Book of Magic for Dragonbane are coming on June 3rd to Kickstarter. Link down below. I will make sure that link is there for as long as that Kickstarter is up. Holy cow, this is freaking cool. This is also huge news because I've been waiting for this for about a year now, I think, ever since Path of Glory. Oh my gosh, this is going to be cool. Okay, so I'll start with Arcand, City of Waves and Flames. It is not a knockoff Waterdeep or anything like that. I've looked at this thing so far. It looks like the typical Free League, all out, all in, awesome sauce, new setting guide. It is fabulous looking. I've seen, like, the artwork for this, of course, is Johan Egerkon's and David Brascala art, which, I mean, if you're familiar with Dragonbane at all, you know what that's going to look like, and it is freaking cool. Some of the examples will hopefully be floating around up here on the screen someplace. I am dope. I mean, the covers for these books, and then I'll go back to talking about Arcand, I promise. The covers for these things are bright. They are extremely yellow, which, I mean, in a good way. Like, I mean, we're talking like, will get your attention from 20 feet away yellow. And the artwork on this, like the mallard on the side of the boat for Arcand, is just cool as all get out. I don't know a lot about the specifics as far as the setting goes. I'm sure we'll find out more as time ticks on, and I will definitely revisit this subject as the Kickstarter starts up and things get a little closer. We can work with it, but oh, I'm so excited for this. The map for Arcand already just looks amazing. Like, I can't wait to actually see how this lays out, what else, and what's in that keep. I want to know what's in the keep. But it's going to be, obviously, urban adventure. It is a setting guide as much as, I don't know if the adventures are going to be add-ons for the Kickstarter, or if it's going to be more of, you know, here's your setting. GM's just going to have to start coming up with various ways to interact with all the NPCs of the city and so on. Let's talk Book of Magic. Yeah. Book of Magic. I am so excited for this. Now, originally, they teased it as 14 new schools of magic. So far, they have announced 5 with the possibility of more as add-ons for the Kickstarter. I am freaking excited for this thing because we get harmonism, demonology, witchcraft, I mean, go figure, necromancy, illusionism, and I've been looking forward to the illusionism part for ages and ages, because you wouldn't be familiar, but I used a lot of illusion dungeons and illusion mechanics in dungeons back in the day for D&D, and this is gonna be fun. They've also announced all kinds of new spells for the old schools of magic that are in the Dragonbane core book, so we get new spells for animism, elementalism, and mentalism. We know that from what they've said already, we're going to go up to scale of level 5 instead of level 3, so spells will now go to level 5. I'm really curious as to what those higher level spells are going to look like in some cases, because I feel like as somebody's tinkered around with some spell design already in this game, like 3 is just fine, but 5 might be really cool, and there could be some unique spells that don't scale. We don't know yet. But yeah, we're going to get new spells, new magic items, stuff scaling up. Just having magic items at all in Dragonbane is going to be a lot of fun. Book of Magic. I'm not sure what harmonism is just yet, if that's going to be like, or if that's going to be more of a, like, in harmony with nature, kind of like a druidic kind of thing, or if that's what they're saving witchcraft for. I'm not a little fuzzy on that one yet, but we'll find out. I just got to be patient till June 3rd, guys, and then maybe we'll know a little more, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you got harmonism. Demonology is an obvious thing. They've already told us some of that in Path of Glory. Like, we knew it was coming. It's got to be a thing, right? Because, I mean, the demons are in the Swedish name. Vikar Octemener. You know, demons are in the name. So we knew that was coming. That was kind of a gimme. Necromancers, of course, that's like every other fantasy game player's favorite tool of banned magic, you know, because who doesn't like to make their ancestors race and dead and be used as soldiers in an army? But seriously, you know, we're going to get skeletons and zombies, and you can raise your own, this, that, and the other. That's another thing I wanted to mention real quick while I'm talking about the schools of magic. There are now going to be what is called Spiritus Familiaris. So in other words, familiar. Like, you know how they kind of called the orbs, the orbaculum? Well, this is Spiritus Familiaris, as in, like, familiars. And they've kind of hinted that demonologists might be getting a golem-type companion. That's in some of the art, hopefully, again, up above here. I'll try to put it up if I can find it again. But, oh my gosh. So, okay, back to Schools of Magic for a minute. Like, so yeah, we got necromancy, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of like the horrid wilting and death ray type stuff and spells like that. Witchcraft, again, kind of a gray area with that one. I don't know if they're gonna lean toward the druid side of witchcraft or they're gonna lean toward the cursey, like icky, like kind of stereotypical dark witch sort of witchcraft, or if they're going to do like a mix of both, like they kind of do with some of the other spells. I mean, obviously we know animism is like cleric sort of for D&D because there's all kinds of, you know, like the Bane and the Purge and some of that stuff, but like they do, animists do other things too. So I'll be really curious to see how they expand the existing schools of magic. So like the animist, I have a feeling we're going to get like more spirit stuff, but if they don't, I'm personally going to start working on a shaman class as like a third party supplement and see if like they do shamanism at some point. I've got a lot of ideas floating around, guys. I'm not going to lie. You know, mentalists, like, are they going to go the more of the psionic route? Or are they going to go more of the, like, monk martial arts type route? I'm kind of doing the wait and see on that one for my own personal reasons. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I've got my own reasons here for some of this. That's the other nice thing about Dragonbane and their release schedule and everything, as a side note, is that as a person who's interested in publishing some third-party stuff, I'm really excited because now I know what not to do independently yet, or at least not as a release for my own stuff, because that way, like, I'm not, hopefully, not doubling up on what they've already got. If you like what we got going on here, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm sure Free League appreciates you. Please go check out the Kickstarter, get signed up for early notice, and I will keep putting that link down below. I am just beyond ecstatic for this, and I'll catch you in the next video.